Good morning. So for December, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to try, not promising, but I'm going to try to do a video a day for the 12 days of Christmas. So every day I want to give you an idea of some things that maybe you need on your wish list this year. So let's go ahead and get started now. All right, so today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite tools. You've seen me feature them before. Why? Because they're my favorite tools. So the first one is the decorative trimmer. So we'll be using this today. I'm going to be using a border punch, particularly the Fairgrounds punch today, and the tag punch, which is a great one to have for the holidays or for birthdays or for whatever, and for even more. But let's go ahead and get started with this right away. We are going to make this really super crazy pretty page. And I want you to get a close look because I think you're going to really like this. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find a piece of paper where I like the front and the back. I'm going to grab a border punch, one where the border hangs onto the paper. It doesn't fall off. So Fairgrounds is beautiful for this. The Diamond Arch is. Tree Line. I think Tree Line is sold out, but that's a great one. And I'm sure there's others in your tool organizer bags. All right, so I'm going to line up that piece of paper with the line that's right here on the front of the border punch. And then this one I like to line up to that little flag. So if you line up the blue flag underneath with the blue flag on the paper, it's a really easy visual point, and this will go super fast. So let me do this really fast for you. I always feel like singing when I do this. All right, so that takes care of that. Next thing I want you to do is to grab your decorative trimmer, and we are gonna just cut it off. So I could cut it off here. This time I think I'm gonna use the wave to do this. And I am going to line it up in the middle of the space so that the little Ferris wheels are both peeking out just a little bit here in the dips. And that way I know that it's centered in the space and not leaning, if that makes sense. By the way, if you use this and your paper is fraying, it means you need to change your blades. These blades do change. It will be a while before you dull them, but if you start noticing it's not cutting as clean as it used to, that is why. So after I do that, I'm going to do another cut. I'm going to center it in the space again, and I'm going to line up these humps to the little 1 inch. You're probably having a hard time seeing the 1 inch, but there is a 1 inch right here that I am lining all my humps up to. And you really could put it on any mark. I like to pick something that I'll remember when I'm doing double page spreads so that they look the same. So now we have this look. All right, I'm going to do one more cut. This one, again, you can do any width that you want to, but I am going to, because I want it to match the other one, I'm going to cut this straight now, because we already have a curve. I'm going to cut this straight at the 1/2 inch. So I'm lining all of my humps to the 1/2 inch mark this time, and I'm going to straighten it up. So we get a really thin piece. So let me show you how pretty that looks on the paper. My paper happens to be all the way across the room. All right, so I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put some repositionable tape. I'm going over here. I have cardboard on the side here so that my repo hangs out on the cardboard and not on my mat. And we're going to put this at the top of the paper. The little Ferris wheels are right at the top. By the way, this is great for, of course, carnivals or those magical vacations. But it also is, if you snip off the little Ferris wheels, they look like little beach houses. You can actually, you know, if you do them in black, they look like, and cut off the little flags here, they look like haunted mansions. It also could be castles like in Europe. It's kind of versatile. So on the next one, I want this to go, you have to flip it this way. I want it to go here, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to add some foam squares to these little humps to give it some pop. You might want to put a couple of small ones in there too. All right, and then I'm going to pull off the backing real fast. I don't need to put adhesive on this strip because these foam pads are not only lift, but they're double-sided, so it is your adhesive that is going to hold this border in place. Y'all are probably, if all of those little neat people out there are like, what is she doing? She's just throwing all those scraps. Yes, I'm not very neat. All right, so I'm going to put it kind of close to that other. All right, and then this one, I'm going to do the, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this one too, some repo, especially repo on these really delicate pieces, and that way it won't tear if you have to reposition it. All right, and so that is giving me that rise. Now, what is really cool about having some space here is then we can wrap things around, and in this case, what I did is I took I'm going to take my trimmer and cut one more little strip of paper, and I'm going to level it with the gray matte strip here to get a really thin strip. All right, I'm going to do that, and then I want a piece of blue. Let's see here. I want to cut, all right, so I'm going to use the tag punch. And if you're going to use the tag punch, on top it gives you a cheat sheet that you can do a 1-inch tag, a 2-inch tag, or a 2.5-inch tag. I'm going to do a 2-inch tag. So I need to line it up at the 2. All right, and then you can decide how long your tag is going to be. But then you just put your piece of paper in the space, and you've got a little tag. So you can do a big tag, a little tag. I'm just gonna cut a normal size tag. You can put embellishments on it. You can make a journal box out of it, whatever you want. And then I am going to put this little strip through the little keyhole there. And then because I have a gap, here, I now can actually thread this through the little holes. Now I've already done this on my other page, so I really am probably not going to put a tag on this page, but I wanted to show you how to do it. Remember, this is paper. You know, you could use twine or whatever. If you're going to use paper, just lightly tie it, or else you're going to break it. It's paper, y'all, so be really careful. All right, and then after I do that, I'm just kind of mashing it down. I'll probably put some adhesive on that before I put my page protector on. All right, is that super cute? All right, the one that I did on this side, I actually perforated the tag. I will put adhesive on this to make it lie down, and I will also probably put adhesive on my tag there so that it won't move around on my pictures. And you can see how pretty that will be once we add our photos. All right, so that is one idea that I made with it. I did this one with the tree line, very similar. Okay, you can see where, actually on this one I popped the tree part of it. All right, and then I did this one with the diamond arch. So this time I let my tag be a little embellishment. And I also cut a few more little of these little guys and kind of, doesn't it kind of look like twine or rope or something up there? So kind of a different, almost like a westerny look, which I kind of liked. All right, so anyways, I hope you like this idea. And we'll go try it if you have the tools. And if you don't have the tools, put it on Santa's wish list. All right, have a great day. Bye.